Hello everybody, my name is Boulevard and welcome to another episode of Tournament Tactician where I try to help you prep for a tournament weekend. So we've got three big ones coming up this weekend. We have the RuneterraDex $1,000 tournament, Sqweeby and Duckling are running a $300 tournament, and of course the online league series will be running for those of you that can't make the other time zones, maybe want a more casual, lower stakes tournament, whatever it is, that's going to be a $100 prize pool. And of course, as always, the signups to all three of those are going to be in the description below. Now, as far as the actual tier list and the meta as a whole, really not much has been changing. There's not a whole lot to update you on this week other than Teemo Sejuani Ezreal moved up to tier 2, and I've kind of had to accept that I'm just not the best at evaluating this deck's place in the meta. It had an extremely high presence at the Majin Bay Mastering Runeterra tournament with Jason Florent, of course, can't forget him. Majin and Mastering just start with the same letter, so it's easy to say Majin Bay's Mastering Runeterra, you know, alliteration and all that, but that actually took up 4 of the top 8 spots, as well as Frostbite Midrange taking up another 4 top 8 spots, and we finally saw Aurelia Azir win a tournament alongside Draven Ezreal and Thresh Nasus, although it was banned most of the time, so it really, I don't know if it feels like Aurelia Azir won the tournament, but one thing that is worth noting is that it wasn't in this anti-TLC lineup that players are constantly overthinking you have to be running if you're playing Aurelia Azir. Because your Aurelia Azir is going to get banned if you're playing against TLC anyway, and it feels like, you know, the winner just wanted to play these other 2 decks against things that were playing TLC. Maybe we even were banning TLC, because you know, who's going to have TLC in their lineup and dare leave open Aurelia Azir? So the mind games are there, they're coming out full force, but I don't think that you need to be running Scouts Overwhelm and Aurelia Azir or some other such nonsense, Scargrounds and Aurelia Azir, you know, whatever like that. I don't think you need to hone in on this being an anti-TLC lineup. Outside of that, everything else is everything else is playing out pretty much as predicted. Draven Ezreal doing still pretty well for itself. Frostbite Midrange, as I just mentioned, had a big weekend. Draven Ezreal probably not putting up the numbers I feel like it should, given its good spread of matchups into a lot of what we're seeing, but hey, it just kind of is what it is. And then other than that, not a whole lot has been updated. Matron Cythria has updated their builds a little bit. I kind of wanted to keep you guys up to date on that. Of course, previously we had the Shyvana version with, you know, Screeching Dragon and the Mask Mother, Darkwater Scourge combo. They've gone for a more draw power sacrificial version, going a little bit more all in on the, you know, sacrifice package. We're running Wings in the wave. We're running Spirit Leeches and Glimpse Beyond, just trying to really dig into that Cythria, Mobilize, Matron, all that kind of stuff combo. So that's what that's looking at. But outside of that, yeah, not a whole lot going up or down. So if you want a more in-depth analysis, of course, you can check out last week's, but I don't want to repeat myself. So that's pretty much where we're going to cut it. Just not a whole lot moving around. Freljord's doing some cool things, but it's going to take another week before I can tell if that was a one-time thing, what's going on. And it's actually going to be really nice this weekend because we're going to have multiple tournaments that I can look at instead of just the one tournament that we're usually getting over the course of the weekend. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Boulevard, and while it was short, good luck in your tournaments this weekend. There are some high-stakes ones.